playing cards at our mate Billy's, and he was going home, and well, he says that he like fell and tripped and like had a compound fracture or whatever that means. But I was talking with the doc, and the doc said, the doc said that he was walking home from Billy's, and some KE guys dragged him in the alleyway and broke his leg, and then they were going to start a race war. So I don't know
Out
how
of
true that
character,
is.
I thought KE dude saved him.
Ah, yes, the morning shift KE dudes did. But he was walking home at night inside the curfew hours. And so he was laying in an alleyway for most of the morning, out of character.
I'm gonna sigh and contemplate what the fuck happened to KE.
I know exactly what happened to KE.
GM, are you gonna let those rolls I did for the spirit stand?
Is that the last one with the 5 successes?
I got 2 net hits, so I can get 2 tasks from it.
Yeah, I'm happy to. You've had a really rough run with spirit dice today, so sure.
First task is going to use the search power to find that Technocat. Second task.
Okay.
Second task is to use animal control to get the Technocat to come back here.
What does the what does the beast spirit manifest as?
I'm going to go because I get to choose, and I'm going to go with a cat commie thing going on.
Yeah.
Think if you ever played Okami, it would be something like that, except a cat.
I haven't, but I'm sort of picturing like an anime cat.
No, I'm not Fujin.
He's Shinto. It's traditional Japanese.
Oh,
Shinto, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so hold on, let me get a picture of the main character from Okami.
Amaterasu?
Yeah. It's weird. It would look something like this. Let me get the picture into Roll20. Not identical, not the same pattern and stuff, but it'd be like something stylized like that. And also not a dog.
Based on the Shinto goddess of the sun.
Yep.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah. Shinto's awesome. You get to summon stuff like that all day, or never if you're me.
Dude, my next character is gonna be a Japanese folklore nut. So I can just spout shit like that.
I've already run into
The thing about Shadowrun is that's not uncommon because Japan invaded California.
No, it's not even that. Japan is like the cultural powerhouse. If you don't speak, if your character doesn't speak Japanese, he's at a severe disadvantage. Because Japanese is a trade language, everyone speaks it.
It's true.
If you run into a dude speaking Spanish and you only speak German, just speak Japanese. You'll be good.
So you summon this fiery cat spirit.
Yeah, I'm going to send it to find that Technocat and bring it back here with animal control.
Yep. So you give it the 2 services, and contrary to what most cats do when you give them instructions, it meows and seems to understand what you want done, as opposed to just ignoring you and going to sleep. And so the cat wanders off, and it finds the Technocat. That's not a problem. It probably takes half an hour all up. So it goes and finds the cat. I reckon by the time it goes searching and looks around. Now, animal control. Animal control is a skill.
It's a power. For spirits, it's a power.
Is it similar to animal handling?
No.
Do you have the page rev?
Yeah, animal control basically is like mind control.
Would the cat... no, because it's a Technocat versus a... Yeah, okay, so... I'm happy to just say, the cat comes back. If you summon the spirit just to bring the cat back, yeah. So I'm happy to just say,
if I recall correctly, Technocats have the Sapiens power, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
In that case, it is not compelled to come, but it might be curious.
Yeah, so it's incredibly curious because it saw this fox before which it doesn't really see foxes in this terrain very often. It's a bit curious about that, and it's curious as to why this other cat is, which seems different from the other cats, and it wants to come and investigate.
So I open the door for it, and I like point to it and goes like, "What?" Okay, I open the door for it, and I go like, "Okay, so this cat's a technomancer, and it's pissed off at Nighterant." and then I look to it and I go, "Do you speak English?"
And then it rubs itself around your legs and rubs itself up against you, but it doesn't. It just meows. It doesn't speak English.
He obviously doesn't speak.
Sort of stares at it. Propellerhead sort of stares at it, and it's like...
Could you? I take out a Metalink and I put it down in front of the cat, and I say, "Could you talk through this?"
And the cat stares at it, and stares at it, and then it bats at it playfully, and then it stares at it some more, and then sits on its hind legs, and the Metalink flashes to life.
I fist pump.
Go ahead.
I fist pump. Yes, finally something went right.
And so the cat stares at the cat stares at the Metalink, and you hear like modem-y noises, like and Propellerhead looks over. He's like, I don't think maybe we can get it like text to. And he goes outside and he gets his deck and he brings it back in, and he fires up the Wi-Fi plot hotspot that he's got, and he plays around with the deck for a little bit, and then eventually what you end up with is like a Microsoft Sam voice, like, "Hello, human, how are you?" And then so the cat says, "In answer to your question, I usually sleep in the school, but the bad men have made it noisy and loud, and I cannot sleep."
Yeah, so this cat doesn't like the noise either. So, and then I'm
gonna walk in on that, and I'm just gonna turn around and shake my head. And that ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right.
The cat sort of meows at Warden. The cat looks over at Warden and like, meow, meow. And it then walks over towards Lucy, who's cooking, and it rubs its legs up around Lucy. And Lucy looks down and says, "Oh, you poor kitty, you must be hungry." And she gets it some meat.
So this cat is a technomancer and hates the noise as much as you guys do, and lives in the underground. So, I just trail off because I don't really know.
And so the cat's like purring and it's eating, but it still can interface with the Metlink because of the plot hotspot. And it says they have they scare the children, and they're really rude to animals, and they don't leave me any milk, and they
How horrifying!
Have this. Hey?
How horrifying!
They abuse cats as well.
Is someone filming this?
Somebody please be filming this.
Somebody should be. That could be our like gag room.
Strawberries is going to go nuts trying to find this cat. If that's okay.
Strawberries is going to lose his mind.
I'm keeping it. I spent over like 6,000 Nuyen on this run. I'm keeping the Techno Cat. I don't care about no looting rules.
I believe you. You could. That's going to be a funny thing. The cat. You got to meet the cat in the Golden Boar. I actually haven't met Strawberries yet. I got to go meet him.
It's a shifter with a Technomancer cat. It's just waiting to be a buddy cop film.
All right, so the party.
So the cat's like, I play with their. It's like sometimes they try to talk to each other, and I can see it bouncing back and forth like a ball of wool in the sky. And I play with it, and that messes up things, and they get really angry and chase me away. I don't think they know that they don't like cats. I think one of them's allergic or something. Bastard. And then he goes back to eating mints.
I'm keeping him.
So the cat's there, and it'll just sort of hang around, and the cat will the cat is curious enough to see what happens over the next hour or so, as far as party goes. So if we want to advance to the party, the party starts, and people start coming over, and it's about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. The overhead lights, the fluoro lighting in the underground is being modulated down, so it's sort of like a artificial sunset, if you will, or it's starting to tone down anyway. And the party starts. They put on a feed. Lucy's like, "Hey, how you going?" There's probably about 20 people there, including Nancy. Jake the Muss, he grabs like some chairs and he's got a couple of beers, and he goes outside and he sits in the front yard and he's just quietly having a couple of beers. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to put on a show with some illusions once the festivities start, but nothing like fancy because I don't have entertainment, unfortunately.
I'll help
Sweet.
set up and grab a beer and start carousing.
Yeah, I'll have my fly spy cling to the ceiling and film this and have it captioned, even with adversity, people still something.
Put in something
Okay.
good in post. Actually,
Bishop,
no,
I'll go you one better on that. I will let you do that and also record conversations that you're having with people. So this is a really good opportunity to get some civilian insight on civilian life. So you could totally start into here. I'd be fine with it.
I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I'm gonna take a hit of jazz because I'm addicted as fuck.
All right. Well,
Now it's party.
Yep.
Now it's ready. So you're going to take that, Jazz. I need you to roll an addiction test for me.
All right.
So I think I know off the top of my head because Jamar takes drugs all the time.
where are the white women at?
Where the white woman at?
So what do I have to roll for an addiction test? I should know this by now.
Body plus willpower.
For Jazz, it's just look it up. So you've got to roll a set of dice based on. Where is it? Sorry, go ahead, Desmond. I cut you off.
It's body plus willpower, if I recall.
All right.
So Jazz is addiction type both. So you have to resist using body and willpower. And
Willpower plus intuition, I think.
No, I think it's versus the power of the drug.
yeah, it'll be the threshold.
If it's psychological, you roll logic plus willpower, and if it's physical, you use body plus willpower, so you have to do both.
Okay. Well, I already have a moderate addiction, but I guess I only got one success. I'm gonna edge that roll. And that's my body plus willpower.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's 2 successes there. And then for the other one is, what's the second roll I have to make?
Logic plus willpower.
Logic plus
Yeah,
willpower.
that sounds right. Yep.
Oh, wow. Not bad.
Did you get it?
Yeah, 3 successes.
Great. Now I've just got to find the thresholds.
It's 3, but technically he doesn't have to roll until the start of his next run. The idea is he has to roll after a certain once a week. No, he has to roll for Jazz. I think it's like once every 3 weeks after he takes it until his addiction threshold goes down to 0.
I hate the way things are written in the core book.
The addiction rules need a flow chart.
Yeah.
Like I literally have a flow chart for the addictions.
Literally every time that this comes up, there's always a problem with it. They're not
Okay.
written very well.
I've memorized the core rulebook, and I memorized the core rulebook, and I still need a flow chart to understand addictions.
I'm happy to say that you've passed the addiction test here and it doesn't get any worse.
All right. So now it's a real party.
So now you come out and you're all jammed up.
You are hyper
Does anyone-
as fuck now.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to go sit out the front with so you guys have a feed and you have a talk and you have a carouse and you can interview people and get some data here?